Hi guys, it's Tommy the Tumor Part 11 day. This one is on the importance of family and friends. Okay, here's the deal. My mother, God rest her soul, was an incredible woman, and she was full of all kinds of fire and zest and vim and vigor, and she was just full of all kinds of stuff, if you know what I mean. But bless her heart, she was a terrible hypochondriac. I was the kid that would come in and I'd be like, Mom, there's a red bump on my hand. What do you think that is? And she'd be like, oh my God, that could be the great blah, blah, blah Amazon tree spider. And it's close to a vein. And oh my God, it could easily go to your bloodstream and go to your brain and you could die. And I'm thinking, I just thought I needed an ointment and now I'm going to die. So I decided, I don't think I'm going to carry on that trait to my children. I didn't want to freak them out like they did me. So I tried at all costs to avoid any hypochondriac moves, to the point that I went the other extreme, where it's like, if my arm was lopped off, it's only a flesh wound, nothing to see here, walk away. Yeah, I just tried to hide everything. So now we're at 2018, when I had the belly the size of a woman pregnant with triplets. It was kind of hard to hide, but I still lied to my family a lot because I didn't want them to worry. And I didn't tell hardly any friends. I would say 99% of the people that knew me didn't know what was going on. And I kept it, that's on me. So now here we are, and hold on, I've got to tell you something though. Read Psalm 41. It's hilarious, you guys. It's about, this, I'm assuming David, because it's a psalm, and he's going through all this, I'm, sick, and my family, my friends keep coming to see me. And it says, and they come just to gather gossip so they could spread it everywhere. And they come in and they provide comfort, and then they leave and go, yeah, he's on his deathbed. He's going to die. I think that's hilarious. Not that, fortunately, I've never had people like that, but I have seen people like that where it's like, oh my gosh, we're going to come over. We're going to help you. We're going to, while you're sick, you're going to get through this, little sister. You're fine. And then they leave and they go, yeah, she's going to die. Isn't that funny? Oh, the Bible does answer all things. But anyway, so I thought, Jesus himself at his darkest times, what he needed to do was have people pray for him. He was going to the cross, and he didn't shout it from the rooftops. He didn't, get the mic and say, excuse me, all of you thousands that are eating those loaves and fishes that I just provided for you, I'm going to go through a trial, and I'm really going to need you all to pray for me. No. He called forth a group, and he says, look, you guys have been with me. You know what's going on. I really need you to pray. So I humbled myself and thought, you know what? If Jesus did that, I think I should probably do that. So I contacted several people and said, hey, look, here's the story. Turn purple, water, fluid, blah, blah, blah. Things failing, tumor, got a surgery. You know the story. And so immediately, such an outpouring. I felt like an idiot for holding on to that information for so long. One gal who I have known forever, and I just love her to pieces, she's a roadie for a band, a Christian band. And she said, hey, look, before we go out onto the stage, I would like for you to pray for my friend. She's going through a really rough time. And they stopped. And not only did they pray, but then they told the audience to pray for me. See, there's more good people in the world than these Psalm 41 people. So yeah, learned a lesson there. And I thought, once I released some of that burden to my friends, it's amazing how my load wasn't so heavy. Because up until then, my poor family was the only ones, and a handful of friends. I did have a handful, like our pastor and his wife, and my spiritual mentor that I've always adored and loved, and she's always been my rock. And, it's some people from church and stuff, but most of the people didn't really know what was going on. And I had to broaden that filter to let more people pray. And it's weird because as soon as I did, I thought, you know what? Where I'm weak, they're strong. When I'm having troubles and my faith is weak, theirs may not be. And that's when I thought, I probably could have really carried a much lighter burden through this whole thing had I have done that earlier on. So don't be afraid to ask for prayer. I wouldn't ask everybody, because some people don't pray with faith and some people don't pray at all, but they really want to go out and tell everybody, yeah, they're going to die. So have people pray for you. Then it comes to family. Okay. my son and his family lives in Minnesota. My girls and their families all live here. And so everybody congregated together the night before surgery because they were going to go to the hospital with Rodney and sit in the waiting room while they played operation in my body. You know, the kind where, and it's like, oh, I touched the wrenched ankle. And so they were all here, and I was already on my pre-surgery fast, which, once again, I know that they don't want me throwing up, but no wonder people are scared and grumpy when they go into surgery. It's because they have low blood sugar. Oh, and so my family's all sitting at the dining room table, and they're eating Mexican food. Not doing a juice fast. No, not eating broccoli and Brussels sprouts. No, they're having Mexican food while I'm on the couch starving and breathing like a guppy that had fallen out of the fishbowl. And they're over there just so laughing and having a great time. And then it hit me. You know, as a mom, so new moms listen to this, or moms of little ones, you raise your kids and you think, you know what? I want them to walk in love and peace and kindness and joy. And I want them to take those gifts to the world and offer them to people who need them. I want them to build people up and encourage them and strengthen them through their faith and through their good fruits. And literally that's the plan Rodney and I had. We really, said be good to people and be nice to people. And so I sent them out into the world to go and do that. Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that all those years later, I would be the one that needed those fruits, that needed that encouragement, that needed to be strengthened. When I had that revelation, literally, tears. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I deposited all of that into my kids, and I never, ever in my life thought I was going to be the one making the withdrawal. So now here I am sitting here, seeing my kids laughing and loving, knowing that they were there to support us through this surgery, knowing they were there to give us love and peace. They were doing everything. They were cooking, they were cleaning, they were making phone calls, they were texting, they were doing everything. And that was not something I ever thought, wanted, or needed. I'm like, nope, I've got this. I'm the mom. You guys go help others. I've got this. No, I didn't have it. They did. Complete sidebar. We'll get to this later. But during the surgery, some bad things happened. Dun, dun, dun. And my family was pretty broken up about it. And Rodney said, all right, here's the deal, folks. This is what we do. And it was just him and the kids there. And he said, this is what we're going to do. Scream, cry, whatever you need to do. But when we see mom, we pull it together. We don't cry. We only say positive. We stay optimistic. Don't let her see you with any negative emotion. We're going to maul us up. Maul us up has now become a term that we use quite regularly in our family. When things get tough, we maul us up. And so it was beautiful because when I came out of surgery, there's those sweet faces all surrounding me, mollused up, full of faith, full of hope, full of joy, and they were keeping in contact with my prayer team. Seriously, guys, you've got to have a team, and your family and friends should be the ones. Seriously, go out today and get you a team. Okay, now we're getting into surgery day. We're getting close. All right, talk to you tomorrow.